Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to StarSeries I-League. We're continuing with closed qualifier action. Of course, on your screen you see Renegades and compLexity. That is the match for right now, this evening. The first one of three. My name's Seaside. Thanks so much for joining me in this adventure, in this trip. The screen's black for a sec. Give it a sec. Hang on. It'll catch up. Knew it would. My computer's a little slow, but that's okay. Hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be watching some awesome Counter-Strike. And the first BO3 takes us to Mirage for the first map. Next up is Cash. This is Renegades' pick. And if you are a Renegades fan, you know that they are good on Cash as well. So for compLexity to pick into Cash against Renegades shows that they are confident in their Cash game of their own. But should make for an interesting dynamic as it sets Renegades up on two maps that I like back-to-back, and it makes it interesting. What state am I from? I am not from a state at all. I am from Canada. We have provinces. Sorry to disappoint. As the knife round will commence. Who will go where? And it's up to compLexity how this game will start to shape up early. What up, Orphan? What up, dog? Yeah, what up, everybody? So here we will go. compLexity, of course. Decide to start on the good old CT side. Slummy will have a kit and a smoke. Meanwhile, Renegades will have double flash molly themselves. It's interesting to me that Nifty picks it up of all players. I feel like you kind of want Nifty 8 to have armor, but at the same time, I guess he is that kind of supportive kind of dude. So I see why. Today we are using Mr. Auto Director. Same thing as yesterday. If you have any problems, please take it up with him directly. I'm sure he's part of a union, so have fun taking that up with him. He's still out. We'll jump out on the back of a flash. Slemmy doesn't get checked towards Get Right, and he's going to wreak a little bit of havoc. Can he find a second? Of course he can. Slemmy, no armor, is able to get two. Def and Peter are going to chime in, and it's Nifty alone. He has a molly, 34 HP, and make it 0 as Peter finds his second. compLexity hang on, and I set up towards B with one player back sight by Empty and by Boost Box. And Slemmy by Get Right getting baited for it. He'll get two. Simple pistol round for compLexity, and it works to complete perfection. Renegades with no bomb plant will buy up upgraded pistols. Nifty's even going to buy fully in himself. There's a TeamSpeak issue. Ruh-roh. And it's back. Nice and quick. The maps. Let's take a peek. There's no command for maps, but we're looking at Mirage, Cash, Inferno, Renegades, Ban, Nuke. I'll walk you through the bans. Renegades, Ban, Nuke. compLexity, Ban, Train. Renegades, pick Mirage. compLexity, pick Cash. Renegades, remove Cobble. compLexity, removed Overpass. And Inferno is left over if needed. That's what we're looking at. That's the idea. That is the game plan. Use Discord. I like Discord. Cole is good on Cash too. They are, but so is Renegades. So I feel like compLexity and Renegades, their map pools don't really conflict. You'll see some teams that they don't share a lot of maps, but these two teams and these three maps are actually perfect for both teams. As Renegades with their pistols, what? You blink for a minute and CZs and Deagles find kills. And it's just Android alone. Bomb is in TV room. They're going to swarm him and try to kill him. A 4K from JKS, call it so. His Deagle, or CZ, excuse me. JKS has been playing extremely well. If you watched the game yesterday, he did absolute work. So it's no surprise to me that he's going to start off early here. What up? What up? But yeah, I think these maps, like, some teams conflict, right? Some teams don't like playing other teams on Mirage because they're not comfortable, so they'll ban Mirage just to avoid it. But yeah, these two maps completely line up perfectly for compLexity. They love Mirage, they love Cache. It's their pick, and Inferno's good for them as well. But Renegades, these maps are great for them, so it's gonna be action-packed, I'd imagine. I would imagine. How do I feel about pulling out Cobble? I feel like Cobble was boring. It just kind of got bland after a while. Kind of like how Cache is getting now. But there's a lot of things on Cache teams aren't doing, where Cobblestone, there's not a lot left that you could do. So, I don't know. Something had to go. Kind of happy it's Cobble. Excited for the rework. Dust 2, though, kind of makes me sick to my stomach, so. Better than Canals, though, so we'll see. As Jacob will find Yay. Slemmy's trying to fight. He'll get tapped. As Renegades will just take this train up catwalk. Peter, too many angles for him to watch. And unfortunately, he's not a mother, so he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. As Def will fall. Azar, and Android with his deagle, as good as a deagler as he may be. Fighter for Renegades players seemingly too much. Renegades will get 2. compLexity stuck on 1. A pause will come in. It's attack. A very early attack pause. As they're not going to invest anything here. Take it over that 2-round loss, 1900. They'll hit 2400 next round, so I don't imagine they invest much here, just so they get a comfortable buy next round. Sub-Zero? Yeah, I don't know if... I hope they look at Sub-Zero, because I actually really enjoy Sub-Zero. And the nice thing about Sub-Zero is it's so different from, like, every other map, right? All these maps are sunny, happy. It's like you could wear shorts. But Sub-Zero is, like, it's so different from the models to the way the map feels. It's like a snowy Cache. I like it. It feels good. It's one of those maps where you can see a lot of competitive play that could happen on it, but you also feel comfortable pugging it. It's not over the top difficult. Season, yeah. I want Tuscan back, man. Tuscan and Season make a return with Sub-Zero being added. You remove Cobble, Cache, and Overpass. But this was actually, okay, while this round's kind of a toss away for compLexity, I'll tell you guys my idea. I feel like there should be a map rotation every 6 months where 3 maps get removed, 4 stay, and there's a vote. They go to the top 30 teams in the world, or wherever, however big they want their sample size to be. As this round's just going to be quickly thrown under the rug. So what you do is every 6 months you rotate 3 maps out. 4 maps stay based on votes from the teams, which obviously some teams are going to have preference around others. So it's like, do you make a council? How do you decide this? Again, I'm just throwing an idea out there. You cycle 3 maps out every 6 months. Maybe 3's too much. I don't know. I forgot to go offline on Steam. Rough. Rough life. What do you guys think? Yay? Nay? Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's not enough. Def and Slemmy get aggressive. They have a lot of info right now because there's no one from Renegades whatsoever towards the B side of things. They've gotten mid control. They're under window. They have a player palace with a ramp, but no one is worrying about any kind of B push. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, memes. Maybe 3's too much. Maybe you do 2. Yeah. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Good spam from JK Estefania, and I think Peter knows that Azar snuck his way into window room. Just being patient with his trigger finger. But I feel like 6 months is a good time frame where you can relearn a couple maps. I don't think that's out of the reach of teams. 6 months is a long time. As JKS finds Android, and Azar will find Peter. Peter had an inkling that perhaps someone was there, but he just can't win that fight. He gets out-timinged. As Def and Slemmy have bomb control. So this is where things get awkward for Renegades. As Jacob will just run in, and it's just Slemmy alone. How many more can he line up and knock down? Only 2. Op will be retrieved. 3K from JKS. Renegades find kills elsewhere. Realize, well, we kind of need the bomb. And compLexity, we're sitting on it like a hen to her eggs. But Renegades will rip them off of it. compLexity will be sent back down to the upgraded pistol pit. And Renegades look to get 5 on their T side. I feel like 6 months is enough, though, don't you think? Okay, maybe if you do, like, count in the 1-month break. So technically the CSGO season is 11 months long. Uh-oh, they missed their mid-window smoke. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a conversation to be had, and I think it has to happen for the longevity of Counter-Strike, because I think people are just getting burnt out. There's not enough uniqueness in play, as maps just only get to a certain point where they evolve, and people find strats that just work on like 90% of the time, so why switch it up, you know? Gets to a point where things almost need to change, as definitely is able to find you still in Nifty through the smoke. As Slemmy stuck behind that smoke, and as it will take full control. That's Android and Peter. No armor upgraded pistols. Maybe they'll find one and save a gun, but I don't think Renegades want to give that up either. Here's Android with his deagle. I said he's a good deagler. Not much you can do there. Good spacing from Renegades to trade that out as JKS watches his back. They lose 2 members. Not too worrisome. Or after majors. I mean, there's 2 majors a year. Kind of the same idea with 6-month gaps between map reviews. I don't know, I just feel like if you keep swapping one map out a year, people are going to get bored of it. Because you're kind of getting to that PUBG, Fortnite feel where it's more fun to play than it is to watch someone. Again, that's kind of changing lately, but... Or I guess that's more of an Overwatch thing, as trades will come in towards the A site. Where Renegades are down a man. They simply run out, try to take the fights, and then use their smokes afterwards. There's one player in con, as Peter worries about top mid, Jacob and Azur. But Azur's kind of in a money spot. He's by ladder. Or by stairs, excuse me. My goodness. And it won't get checked. Def goes down. Peter, the second op, will be able to trade it out, but it's Jacob and Nifty in post plants. The Og on Slemmy is going to attempt to retake with his teammates here. There'll be a flash A ramp. The Og of Slemmy scoped in and ready to fight. Doesn't even need to scope in. Nifty's only able to find Slemmy. As he pulls the bolt back, that's when Peter will hit his shot. compLexity will get 2 on the board. They'll save double ops. 5-2 is where we will head. Hey. I don't know, I feel like it gets to a point where Counter-Strike is a lot of fun to play, but if the maps are the same, for people who've been watching for the people who have been watching for a long time will always find it interesting, but it's like what catch do we have to get new players? See, that was like the skins boom. I don't know. Definitely conversations to be had, and I think we need a body of it, or like an organization body to take control and just get everyone to talk about it. More than likely looking CT, expecting Nifty to cover the cross to bench, but Nifty was shoulder peeking it and got timinged a little bit. Rough round. AK isn't an op still for Renegades. They're still sitting pretty. The timing for Peter couldn't have been worse. This will be a late smoke top mid. You still will try to cross Peter. Narrowly misses that one, but there is a second op towards Cat. As Android will chill towards Ticket. You see what he's doing here? He spots ramp, or he spots Palace run out, and then jump peeks A ramp. Being very cautious and safe about it. Not a lot of players like this kind of play. Typically, they'll post up or be a bit more in the open. Android's, as I say, being safe. He runs to triple def. Gifted a freebie to Ustillo. Android will now sit and get right. I know, there's 2 calls called get right on this map. It's kind of confusing, but that's mid-sight get right. Or you can just call it mid-sight. But it's kind of off mid-sight. Anyway, that's what I've always been told to call it. As Peter will rotate to CT, post up on Palace. Nazar will call his teammates to smoke jungle. But there's a gap. Look at this big gap. He'll walk right into his death. As Nifty has to hit some banging shots. There's one, but he needs at least one more to get to sight. There's 2 con. A flash will catch Def as Nifty's going to pick up the bomb and try to fight. JKS 1v3. No time and no life left. Peter takes him down. compLexity keep 2 alive. Save the double ops once again. As Renegades will spend the rest of the cash they have saved up from the string of rounds they're able to put together. As compLexity look to find some stability. Nice attempt from Peter to block the smoke. He was hoping his rippled chest would make the smoke bounce off of his rippled body and not bloom in the window. Unfortunately, not jacked enough. The smoke will bloom where it's supposed to. As utility will be thrown to A. A typical A hit. Smoke, jungle, CT, stairs, smokes. And compLexity are playing a re-tank. Bomb should go down. Peter given a Hail Mary freebie. Thank you through the smoke. Luck is involved there. JKS with his UMP has pushed CT. As Def, the second up, will get one of his own. JKS is in a rough spot here at CT Oranges. He's pretty much stuck into a fight or die situation as Ustillo pushes stairs. Had to make a play, and it's Nifty alone. Perhaps too far gone. He's running up Cat. There's a smoke on the bomb. They're not on it yet, but he misses a shot, and now I think his days are numbered, and he realizes this. They've even smoked top Cat. Peter's on it. And yeah, that might have been on if Nifty was there a second earlier, but defuse comes through. Now compLexity within 1 round with the bomb plant. Renegades can buy. They've hit 3-round loss, and two of those rounds have had bomb plants in them. So it is going to be another buy for the side of Renegades. As you can see how close the last few rounds have been. 2 alive, 2 alive, 4 alive. So compLexity's money still isn't even in a comfortable spot yet themselves. So still bring backable for Renegades. Not too far gone. They can still force compLexity into a weird economic situation and then bring back this half. As Nifty will throw smoke towards top mid. You still up. And Co will attempt to fight it out. They'll throw a molly that allows them to retreat back up Con. One up is Catwalk, the other is top Connector. And Renegades only have 3 smokes left. So perhaps going to have to be very picky of how they use them. And as I say that, all 3 get used. So they are out of smokes to make any sort of play. They've gotten up Catwalk in ladder room. They have a player in Con. So they have every avenue to every site they could want. But they have to win this fight with Slemmy, who's pushing up close. AK taken back out, and Slemmy doesn't hit the headshot. It's body shots. JKS living on 34. They're going to try to split B. As Nifty will re-peek out. And he's shown bomb, but 20 seconds, they have to commit. Nifty started to run back. It concerned me for a second there. But here comes the player's Catwalk. They'll clean up the 2 rotators. Yay is all that remains, and he's going to try to save. And Renegades already have him boxed in. As they're on site, we'll find the head. Renegades get a 6th. compLexity. We'll take a look what their cash is like. And you can, as I said, although they've won 3 rounds in a row, they've been on thin ice. It's been a sticky situation for their money due to how close the rounds have really been, making them expensive. So they're going to have to half buy. On $1,900 next round, they will be able to buy again. Ye can drop the op. So that's all fine and dandy. But Android and his Deagle push top mid, and it's a triple 4-man push up top mid. Bomb is down. Not only that, they have 2 AKs to work with. And it looks like the compLexity is just going to hard rotate off bomb, realizing they don't have the utility to roost on it, as Nifty will catch Def pushing. Renegades will use their own utility to try to fight back, get bomb back. Successful in doing so. Being very cautious about it, checking left, checking right, mauling top boxes, ensuring their safety. They've sent both AKs towards the A site, and Slemmy is jump spotting B. They're willing to concede mid, as they will walk up catwalk. They're also tight to each other. A nice little flick of the wrist from Azert. Good crosshair placement. Slemmy falls, so smoke cat. And the bomb should go down. 13 seconds, no time to waste on the cross. Ye's first to peek, and he'll be first to die. Peter will try to save the AK. 7-4. Renegades won't bother hunting too much, but look at the money on compLexity. They're good to get the op back out. They're actually going to buy into a double op, so Peter will drop the AK, and they'll buy double ops, feeling that was a key to their success. We'll see if it will be again, Def and Peter. compLexity typically do have a Dudley double op setup where Def will play more towards the B side of things, while Peter will stay towards A/middle top con. That's kind of his stomping grounds. They've recently made the switch where Android typically was the man to play towards CT, but they have pulled him off of that position and sent him towards mid with his rifle. And with no contesting and no fights going towards top mid from Renegades outside Androids to Palace, he'll flash peek. JKS spots an elbow. And that's such a hard play for Android to find success with. There's so many angles to clear. He gets the dink and it will get refragged from Ye. But where does compLexity rotate? Being at an even man stance. Pretty much back to square one. But Ye hangs on to Palace control. As Nifty will check the corners. Ye misses the headshot. Nifty will connect. Azert will make contact towards B momentarily, I imagine. As Justillo, while blind, sprays Peter. Here comes Azert. Will catch Slemmy due to some gorgeous crosshair placement, and it's Def alone in a 1v3. Wants to deny them from pushing too close to him. And as soon as he finds Justillo, I think Renegades don't even bother chasing anymore. You can see how careful Justillo is being about this, but he finally commits to the wide peak for info towards market. gets his bell rung as Jacob is thinking about going to murder hole. Jiggles it out himself. The question is, how much do Renegades really want to commit? They can afford to lose one more rifle. And he'll just buy time till Nifty gets to catwalk. Nothing saved for compLexity. Double ups, no success. 8-4, and you can see the money in compLexity is not great. They're on 3-round loss, so they'll get 4 next round. 2,900 is what they'll receive next. So they'll just buy upgraded pistols, maybe a little bit of utility. Try to make a stack work, a push, something of those sorts. Well, pistol stacked towards A, and the lone pistol Slemmy gets caught towards B. And he'll call B as completely empty, which means it's an A stack. And Renegades are just going to flood the vicinity. Looks like they're going to get caught, Peter. Really, what's that 5 JKS? If he connects a headshot, you have to think that's a kill. B is still empty, though, so they are going to run it. Run the gauntlet all the way over there, get the bomb down. Yeah, we'll find the lone AK, and he does have armor, but just as I say that, Jacob sprays them both down. Nice shot from Castillo. Android last man remaining. He will share the same fate. Almost double digits for Renegades. compLexity will buy here. And it's only going to be able to get 1 op on the field if they truly wish. And that will hurt Slemmy's utility towards the B site, so I don't know how willing they're going to be to do this. And it looks like quite willing. Slemmy will only have a smoke towards B, and typically he has been the lone side anchor. So get left, right smokes, and left, right, and right, get right. Right, right, and left, right. Get thrown towards B. Slemmy being in a world of hurt, but due to his low utility, they've actually put 2 players. So Ye will join them towards this B hold. They'll send Slemmy towards Cat to support Def, but 3 players towards the B site. It's like get left and like get right smokes, yeah. And Peter gets caught. Slemmy, messy, but he's still living on 1 HP. We'll pick up the op, realize it's its better choice. Ye has to be careful about this one. His body block works perfectly, actually. Azure still committed the molly throw. But he body blocks the smoke. That's not going to block top con whatsoever. There's Jacob. We'll jump top rails. Death will peek. And Jacob was more worried about over top of the smoke, holding towards Catwalk's brick boost. Perhaps could see a bit more behind the smoke. But wasn't worrying about the ladder room player. Man advantage for compLexity with 30 seconds on the board. Yeah, that's my surname. What's wrong with it? I'm confused. Says Yay. Will win the fight in jungle. It's JKS and Nifty. Tagged up is Yay. Slemmy on 1 HP. Molly towards jungle. With flashes over. Slemmy wins that fight with Nifty. Lovely shot from him. As JKS is only able to get 1 tap. compLexity get 5. Not the most comfortable number on the CT side, even 9-6. You'd think they'd like a little bit more. Jacob and Def, a frag apiece. As JKS has swarmed his way out of a ramp. And he continue to rain down death and destruction. Smoke and Molly. Def has to leave. As mid-control's been given up now. And it's just Slemmy, the IGL. As he's gonna get 2. Okay, Renegades. Don't mess this up! Slemmy gets a 3rd! Renegades is tossing this round away a little bit. They've given 3 up to the Slem Dog. As a Molly CT, smoke jungle, plant right side triple. Hazard has picked up a Molly, and he's pushed into his jungle smoke. So he's going to try to get connector, I'd imagine, with that Molly. And I think Slemmy sticks this. 2, 1. Oh my goodness, Slemmy's done it. He gets the defuse, Slemmy. That shouldn't happen. Azur's about to peak, just nearly there for the 1v4. And it only requires 3 kills. All right. They all take one-on-one fights with Slemmy. Slemmy wins them all, and then Azur just kind of assumes he's tapping it and getting off, overthinks the situation, and Slemmy just preferred holding E. Good old Slem Dog. pulling a rabbit out of the hat. That's some vintage Slemmy. Slemmy back to C9, maybe FNF is Slemmy. As Ustillo, who got a pistol ace yesterday on cash. I don't think he's getting one here. He's been spotted full blind towards jail. Not a chance. As Android will hit a nice shot. Bomb will go down. As compLexity will sit close to the smoke, sit close to marker with their Glocks. There should be no realistic way back in for Renegades, especially when you're running through that. Gives A that slight advantage. Azur finds the one shot, puts Jacob in JKS. Empty pillar and jump boost. And they're just simply hitting shots is compLexity. Jacob has 3. Nearly found the 4th there, but no kit. Full 10-second defuse. Oh my goodness. A nice 3rd from Jacob, but Slemmy's playing time. Slemmy peaks. Call it another clutch for Slemmy as Jacob gets a 4K, but Slemmy played time. Played it correctly. Jacob lives. But compLexity get a pistol round. Their 2nd pistol round. Now, if you take a look, the first one didn't exactly result in a free 2 rounds off of the back of the 1. This is compLexity's 2nd pistol, and they only have 7 rounds. We'll see if Renegades' upgraded pistols will find success like they did on the T side. I mean, some teams are just terrible at pistol rounds. I guess Astralis is a good example. They just don't like it. Renegades, I mean, they won a pistol round yesterday because Ustillo's ace on cash. Does Bented even speak English, though? Probably a little bit, right? I'd imagine. A drip and a drop. Speaks English better than speaks Chinese. Damn. So you're telling me... He's Polish? Yeah. Yeah. HLTV memes. Bentet to Ghost Gaming, question mark. Slemmy through the smoke. Lucky shot on Jacob. Will they check firebox? They will check everything. They know where Azur is, and we won't be given another opportunity. compLexity handle the situation properly. They lose 1 SMG, and it's on Slemmy, who's already made the money back that the gun cost him. And Ustillo with 3 more bullets gets a second kill, but... And if he had 1 more bullet, Def actually dies there as well on 3 HP. So lucky for compLexity, he didn't have another bullet there. Renegades upgraded pistols, finds 3 kills. We'll see some SMGs bought up from compLexity. Maybe Slummy will go for Mac 10 as well, yeah. I love this. Okay, take notes. I absolutely love this from Peter. I hope Peter doesn't buy any utility. When you die, I just love this rebuy. Where you 1 or 2 people on your team, let's say you lose 3 players like compLexity did, 1 or 2 should buy just a Mac 10, no utility. Absolutely love it. He can just run around kind of like the team Joker and just hold mouse 1. Because then his value, because the whole thing about a Mac 10 is you're going to be running around, odds are you're not going to be throwing too much utility. So your value is only your armor and your Mac 10. That's it. Like you have no value to your death. You're worth the Mac 10 and armor loss for the information gained. Still out. Gets the first one, Peter. You're still falling back sight. Yeah, around the corner. Same fate as Peter, as Ustillo and Azar will combine. They just line up and knock down compLexity. It's a bad game of dominoes. The Renegades keep 5 alive. The B rush will meet its demise. Renegades will buy up utility. You can see how expensive that really is. As compLexity will get AKs out now. No more Mac 10ing around. Any new emotes in the pipeline? I'm getting the sketches today. They'll be uploaded tomorrow. Yes, sir. We have four new ones coming in hot. Coming in hot. No aggression from Renegades. Very passive across the map. They've beaten compLexity to the race of double digits. There's a lot of Counter-Strike going on right now. Yeah, that's very true. There's a lot of matches. Molly towards Khan. Nifty will have to reposition himself. Actually, that Molly gets extinguished by their smoke. Ustillo has bomb, and Peter has to be careful how he approaches this. Azar in ladder, the height advantage rings true in battle as he gets 2, and it's Android to 1v5. See him do some crazy things, but this would have to be absolutely extraordinary. He'll jump mid window, 24 HP. With 15 seconds, he's going to have to fly. Or glue some Hot Wheels to his shoes. But with no time, he is going to try to save his AK armor. Keep in mind, they're going to get $1,900 loss. Android will receive 0 of that. $0. Where he would sit at 1,900 or 2,900, excuse me. He spends his 1,000 he saved last round and gets a decent buy around the rest of his team, who will purchase up 2 AKs and 2 CZs. Default is Jacob. Utility thrown over towards the A site, and it's a flood for compLexity. They're simply going to run out. They realize they don't have too much utility and or too much firepower. Might as well use what you have in a brawl sense, a brawl mentality. As it's an even trade, you still had to win that one, yay. Smiling cheek to cheek as they come out on top. Android bomb down, eats a little bit of spray through try. A molly towards stairs to make it awkward for Renegades, who are now a man down in the retake. All right. The M4 spray was a little off the mark, but Nifty's shot is not. Doesn't need to spray it. Just uses his up. As Ye is extremely low, 5 HP under belt. Good timing. He peeks on the contact to Slemmy, and it works out beautifully. Even gets the op back at the last second. And take a look at Renegade's money. I think they're going to buy here. Just discussing who's going to drop what. A close round that came down to the final trades. Still down. Nifty has to be careful with his op. Doesn't want to lose that without getting a kill. As compLexity find the first kill, the first blood, the first form of success, and they will regroup, reassess, man advantage. Where would they like to go? Keep in mind, look at the utility from compLexity. They only have one player, a full set of utility remaining. JKS tries to make a play with his UMP. Only one smoke and a molly double flash over to get compLexity to the site. And Jacob tries to make a solo play. I perhaps think he was going to wait maybe for Nifty to post up in CT. As soon as Nifty takes a shot, gets their attention, then maybe his teammates will peek. But instead, the opposite happens. And now Nifty's weak, and I don't think he can fight this anymore. He's going to try to run away and save, but look at this. Def will cut off rotations. Nifty's not getting out of here. Keep in mind, this is Renegade's pick. compLexity keep 5 alive this late into the half, pushes their money to secure almost back-to-back buys if they lose this round, and it's 11-11. Plus, Renegade's money is just completely in the dumps. They're getting 2-round loss this late into the game. It's not a good stance right now. Opening fights as Ye is able to get 2 before he drops. Just default pistols. Sorry, that was actually my fault, not auto directors. Please don't T-George me. Please. I'm sorry. It's a throwaway round, though, from Renegades. Not spending a penny. Maybe a couple pennies. If you rub them together, it's good luck. So maybe a couple pennies. You want to talk about being a suffering fan? Try being a Leafs fan. Welcome to my life. That's what I'm saying, man. Being a Renegades fan is like being a Leafs fan. I agree. Good job, chat. You debunked it as Renegades. Looking like the Leafs should in Game 7 tonight as Renegades get the win into this round. Into that first period. If it's 12-12, they'll keep a good amount alive. compLexity have built up enough cash to get one more comfortable buy here. Renegades win to a shoey. I've already done one, and it's called a booty. And I feel like the booty is the advanced form of a shoey. So one booty equals about 5 shoeys. So I think I'm covered. I feel like I'm covered. Nifty wants a peek into this, but that Molly's going to deny him that. He takes a bunch of free damage, actually. I didn't necessarily have to do that, but it's free damage given up. And by booty, I mean I drank out of a work boot. Yes. Slemmy. Creeping around the con smoke. We'll peek it on the back of a flash. Has her full blind, but that smoke... Never mind, that smoke won't save him. Slemmy will find that kill. He still is kind of in that cash out money spot where it works. They win the round. If he doesn't get two, it's unfortunate. And they're going to molly him out. Still cannot catch a break. compLexity being very cautious. Nifty's caught in the open. This is compLexity's round. JKS and Jacob should save. They will not JK us. They are truly going to save. It's 13 compLexity. The money on Renegades is not great. Look at 1,900. Or 1,400, even less, I'm sorry. Nice. Jacob gets a free upgrade to the one-shotable rifle. Good observation. They did have someone pushed in T-spawn. But they also didn't have mid-control, so they're a bit hesitant on fully committing to the B-rotate, just in case it was a con and jungle push, something weird, but yeah, maybe it didn't get communicated fully. They felt comfortable with their setup, right? Because if he still doesn't get Molly there, he should get two, and Nifty towards Catwalk. He had someone like top con covering Catwalk, so Nifty had a free post up to get one if he still gets two. And then it's a 3v2 retake. So they kind of had a full trust in that setup. They didn't want to over-rotate just in case someone was already sneaking up con, and if he gets one kill, then yeah. Thoughts on adding Stanislaw to compLexity? I feel like if you do that, do you add Shazam as well? I don't know. Peter's pretty nuts. See what I mean? I love Dirty Peek Pete. Android. Dinked up, 11 HP, as our new Stillo. Not a whole lot they can do. As it's Azure with armor and NAK, 1v5. Easy for the beast. Isn't there a video of Peter like going absolutely off against, what was it? A French team, right? It was Envious, right? Going absolutely off on Dust 2, like on land. Like he dropped like 35 kills or something. 2015, I think. It was Envy, right? Was that 2015 or was it LDLC? LDLC and Aspen? Okay. Yeah. I actually watched that recently, and it's like, damn. Peter did work. Yeah, it came Envy a few weeks after. Yeah, that's why I'm confusing the two. Yeah, that was a quick transition. Slemmy. Whew. Man, I don't know if you replaced Slemmy. I'm being honest. Lately, Slemmy's been playing really well, and it seems like the team's been jiving more. Slemmy comes back out of retirement after not playing for 6 months and is up there in the fragging department with some of the other players on this team. I think you give it a couple more months. Run the experiment out. If it's like right now, they're kind of on like that new team jive where like for like 3 months, when you add a new member, the team does well. As you still should find Peter here. This round's gonna come to a close. 15 is gonna be put on pause for compLexity. Oh yeah, no, Stan's definitely a good replacement if Slemmy doesn't want to play. But I feel like you let the Slemmy train kind of like run its course. He gets like a a plan in motion. He sets their defaults. He sets their certain executions. Gets them all into, like, good habits. As Nifty's going to find his third great run from him with that AWP towards Catwalk, right? Like, you let Slemmy set them all up to succeed. And then, you know, when they find their peak and they start to plateau a little bit, then you can kind of have the conversation of maybe bringing someone in. But they're not doing that right now. I think they're continuing to get better and better with Slemmy. Because things were looking up with FNS, and that didn't stop when they added Slemmy. I think maybe they had a little dip for a little bit, but they seem to be getting better. I'd say give Slemmy a little bit more time. But yeah, Stan, again, great option. Nifty. Throws the smoke con just to stop that exact molly, and blind finds Peter. He even has a lineup. Look at that. While blind, he even has a lineup, partially blind, with his molly to deny anyone running through that con smoke. That is some 300 IQ play from Nifty. Jump out mid-window, you smoke con, deny the molly, dodge flash, eat the second, get a pick, have a molly line up so they can't push through the con smoke and catch you off guard. I think Som needs more experience before he jumps on a pro team. I think Som needs some more experience. But I really think compLexity is shaping up to be a good team. I really do. Warden is very committed. Rambo, old school guy, will guide them in the right direction. Android jumps through his smoke to get through window room. With one player at ramp, they have to be very careful with someone doing exactly what JKS was doing. But Def with a great shot. Now they're going to plant triple sign because they don't fully have to clear sight. They can plant triple. They don't have any CT control. Yay. A wild spray will tag Jacob down to 42. That molly forces him in the open. Jacob can't capitalize, and he can't whatsoever. That's exactly what he wanted. That's exactly what he wanted. He wanted Ye to run out like that, and he can't win the fight. Android has cut off rotations completely. It's Nifty and Azure. They're giving up 15. compLexity will secure OT. Android tries to deny some guns. None will be taken out of their hands yet, but this is going to be 15 for compLexity. What do I think about Jacob? I think he has his moments of being really good. I don't know. I think he's a good fit. If there's one change you make, it's like, all right, who do we replace Ustillo with? I don't know. Again, it's kind of like that thing where Renegades are, how long do you let the experiment go on before you, I don't know. I think Jacob's fine. Fully EU? Well, it's a full Danish team, right? Optics full Danish. The full Great Danes. As Renegades have a UMP, an OP, a FAMI, and 2 rifles to work with. Smokes will be thrown from compLexity. Flash mid. Android's actually getting double peeked, little does he know. But he's the only one to come up catwalk for compLexity. Does he get 2 here? Nearly. Jacob on 4 HP. Android is almost disgusting. What can Ustillo do with the hold? Rotations get caught. This is looking like game. Renegades seemed comfortable in picking up this round, in picking up this game, but compLexity have turned it up on their T side. And this is Renegade's pick. This is Renegade's map. JKS will swap out for the AK. Molly at his feet, going through it. Top shot from Peter will seal the deal. 16-13. compLexity will steal away Renegade's pick, and now we're off to Cash, a map that we know Renegades play. We know they're semi-comfortable on it, but how comfortable are they going to be looking against compLexity, who are a bit of a different beasts on Cash themselves? So it's going to make for an interesting dynamic. We'll be right back. Map 1 goes the way of compLexity. This is a BL3. Cash is next. Sit tight.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.